Welcome back to the Nashville 200. It's Kyle Busch out front. He has led 111 laps up to this point on the Nashville SuperSpeedway. Kevin Harvick is a full second behind him and mired back in some of that lap traffic.
These guys had a hard time getting through that traffic. You can see Kyle Busch there enjoys a couple of second lead now over Harvick after Harvick got 3 wide and half sideways.
Battle for third right there. Ron Hornaday gets hung up a little bit behind the 46 of Willie Allen. That allows Todd Bodine to close in.
And then Todd has to deal with Willie off the turn, and that allows Ron to drive away.
It's all about when you catch the traffic. If you can catch him in the straightaway, clear him before you get to the corner, it won't slow you down any. If you have to follow him through the corner, we've seen that happen time and time again, how much ground these guys can lose.
These first 5 or 6 trucks, Phil, right now are as close lap time wise as we've seen all day long. At one point, a couple of laps ago, 31:30 was leading, 31:30 was running 6th. Timothy Peters has gotten around Matt Crafton, is up to the 5th spot, and he seems to have one of the faster trucks in that top 5. But he's got a lot of ground to make up, not a lot of time to do it.
Ray Dunlap.
Well, guys, I was just asking Eric Phillips a moment ago, do you pit if a caution comes out right now? He said, I'm not really sure, and he jumped right down off the box. He's talking it over with Rick Wren about what they would do. The big question here is there's not very many trucks on the lead lap, guys. Probably 7 or 8 right now. So that would mean some of those guys are going to come. You know Skinner's going to come and get tires. These guys trying to decide what to do with their leader out front. You know, whatever Kyle Busch does, a few of them will do the opposite.
You know, these guys right now are running the fastest trucks on the racetrack, running about a 31.3, 31.4. Right after the restart, they were running 30.50 and 30.60. We're talking about 3/4 of a second. I think if you get a caution anytime before, especially before about 8 or 10 laps to go, I think you got to come in and put tires on.
I do too. I think pitting would be the way to go with the double file restart. And the fact that there aren't very many, it might be the perfect time to pit, even if there's only 7 or 8 to go.
These guys are both a lap down, but battling for the 14th spot. James Buescher in the Great Clips number 90, just in front of that 3. Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet of Austin Dillon.
Austin strung together a couple top 16 finishes. The last 2 races had a 10th at Atlanta, 16th last week at Martinsville. Actually had a better run than that going. Got caught up in an incident late on, not of his making. So good solid effort here again for Austin Dillon.
But he was almost caught in a couple that were of his making, but he got through those, and then he got more that he didn't have anything to do with. That's the way it goes at Martinsville, isn't it?
Working around lap traffic. Austin Dillon has to go a little bit wider to avoid the 47 of Brett Butler.
Rick Crawford's currently running in the 10th spot. He's been able to hang on to that Aaron's lucky dog spot, Bill.
He's been patiently waiting for that caution to come out to get him back on the lead lap, but it just hasn't come.
Well, I'm on his side. I want to see one too. I want to make these crew chiefs earn their money down there in pit road. We're going to come in and get 4. We're going to get 2. We're going to stay out. What are we going to do? I love that when that happens.
Again, out front, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick as we take a look at Rick Crawford. Again, the first truck 1 lap down. He's running in the 10th spot.
It's a nice throwback look on that 14th truck. Tom Mitchell's done so much for Rick Crawford. Rick Crawford loves racing in the truck series. Got a big win at Daytona in that truck. One of the most memorable wins for me was when he took the win at Martinsville after being in a huge crash a couple weeks before at Atlanta. Some great
with a broken foot.
Great moments for Rick in the truck series.
There's Stephen Wallace, the Red Top Auto Auction number 15 of Billy Ballou. That's the second truck, team truck, to the 51 of Eric Almirola.
Ryan Kozlowski, 29, again in a Dodge this week.
Hoping to do a few more truck series races.
Yeah, I think he said he would run 4, and he felt really, really good about this truck. They felt like they had it tuned up well. That pit road penalty, he just hasn't been able to overcome that. It put him back to the back of the field. He got lapped by just a truck length or 2 and never was able to get it back.
Remember, we had a 71-lap green after that pit stop that he got penalized on. As you mentioned, that's exactly why he's being shown right now a lap down. There's a good battle for 4th right there. There's Todd Bodine, the Germain Auto Toyota, in the 4th spot, and there's Timothy Peters. He got by Matt Crafton, Michael, as you said a few moments ago. Looks like he has a really, really good truck, but he's going to run out of time.
a part of having a really good truck is having it be loose on the restart. And we saw what too loose on a restart means when Timothy Peters got sideways trying to race around underneath another truck. He lost a lot of momentum, a lot of ground there, and he hadn't been able to get it all back.
In running second, Kevin Harvick trying to chase down Kyle Busch, right?
And Rick, he's really not in a position to give any kind of challenge to that 18. Harvick on the radio saying the right front of the truck is really bouncing as it goes through the center. He said, pass along to Ernie. I think it's a right front shock deal. Apparently a little information there to go to Ernie Cope. Of course, Butch Hilton calling the shots tonight. Harvick said, sorry, too late now. Nothing we can do about it. I'll just ride it out.
He's got a little bit over a second cushion on the third place truck, his teammate, as this battle for fourth continues.
Timothy Peters trying to get by Todd Bodine. Todd Bodine had been in front in the points, but Timothy Peters takes that back after his run in Martinsville. Timothy Peters coming into this race as our point leader. And another strong run for Timothy Peters in the 2010 season.
We talked early on, Timothy's going to get to the inside of Todd in that battle for fourth.
There's a lap truck ahead of him. Can he clear him before they get to it?
Still there. Quarter. Come on.
Timothy Peters
Yes.
gets the spot. Let's see if he can move out by
Still down there on the bottom.
that 39. Trying to get by Ryan Sieg. James Buescher in the number 90 great clips. Again, he was one of our speed spotlights from earlier today.
That was my guy right there, James Buescher. Again, he's going to come with his own team, Turner Motorsports, run most of the races starting our next race at Kansas, but a little one-off feel in this Great Clips Toyota.
And Brad Sweet and maybe Casey Kane will occupy the seat of this 90 truck throughout the rest of the season. So fun stuff for the 90 truck coming up. Look at that traffic he's going to have to deal with.
Wow, and there's Austin Dillon going to try to take advantage of him getting seized up in this traffic.
Good contact there. Justin Lofton came down in the 7.
These guys are battling hard for positions inside the top 15. Stephen Wallace, Brad Keselowski.
So that 3 of Austin Dillon in there.
Austin was like, man, I was right on him. How'd he get through that hole?
They spread out, going down the back stretch. Austin Dillon able to get by Justin Lofton.
Coming up on 5 laps to go. The next time Kyle Busch gets to the start-finish line, we'll have 5 laps to go in this race.
And there's lap traffic ahead of our leaders, and Kevin Harvick is less than a second behind Kyle Busch, and 3 trucks lie ahead of him. You can see there's the exit 4 there.